Shannon, do you think the Lakers should reduce LeBron's minutes?
How? Skip, he's playing 36 minutes and they're losing. How do you play him less minutes and expect them to win? Skip, it's like, Granny, we should save more money. How, baby? We already behind on the bills I got. How can I save when we're behind on the bills we got? So I got to pay to catch up. So what money are we going to save? Skip, you're what? What'd you say? There's 6 games under 500? You're 6 games under 500.
Yep.
You're playing him 36 and a half minutes. Oh, LeBron, we need you to play like 30 minutes. And win what? You losing, and he's averaging 30 points, 8.5 rebounds, 7 assists a game. Skip, he's playing these minutes because they're trying to win. Darvin Ham doesn't want to play him, but if the game goes to overtime and you've already played 36 minutes, Skip, you play the entire overtime, that puts you at 41.
Yeah.
If you play 38, 39 minutes and you play an overtime or a double overtime, now you're getting into the 44, the 48, 49 minutes a game. You're trying to win because you're trying to get yourself in contention to either be in the play-in or the playoffs. So he doesn't have a choice. You've given up so much ground that this is the place that you're in currently, Skip. But hold on, wait a minute. What am I talking about? LeBron James sets his schedule, so why they mad at Darvin Ham? That's what Skip told me. Skip told me that LeBron James checks in and out of the game when he wants to.
Well, Shannon concurred.
Shannon ain't concur.
Yes.
No, Shannon didn't concur. Skip, it's really this simple. Is that had they been 10 games, 15 games over 500, and you playing him this many minutes, Skip, you're right. Absolutely. You got some wiggle room. Skip, I got no wiggle room. You know, kind of like my suit. I have to sit here like a statue. I ain't got no wiggle room.
I know the feeling.
So this is where they are, Skip. They've given up too much ground to begin with. They have no wiggle room. LeBron is going to have to log these minutes in order for them. And hell, you know what, Skip? You're playing him 36 and a half. You might have to go to 38 and a half to get yourself back in the game because you got 24 games left. You're probably going to need to go 16 and 8, 17 and 7 down the stretch to give yourself a chance to make the play-in or playoffs.
Okay, let's start with our premise here. This came from Dave McMenamin, who covers the Lakers for ESPN. He's on a podcast with my friend Brian Windhorst, and he said, and I quote, "Some of the people I speak to around the team, let's put it that way, were like, what are we doing here, playing him 40 minutes again? We're going to run him into the ground." Okay. The point is that he has some sort of mysterious foot ailment that has been plaguing him for much of his great run since his birthday on.
Correct.
December 30th, he took off. And over that period of time, he played almost 38 minutes a game for those games up till he passed Kareem.
Yeah, 37.8.
Okay, all right, so there we go. Okay, 38 minutes a game, rounding up. And the point was, I can't draw a bead on. I can't put a finger on exactly what's wrong with his foot because sometimes they say it's his ankle, but I don't think it's his ankle. I think it's something inside the foot or the arch or something is bothering him. But it's plaguing him. It's not really stopping him until he passed Kareem. And then he stopped. Well, I have to believe that part of stopping after passing Kareem was just emotional, psychological. He was spent. He was hell-bent to pass Kareem as soon as possible. That's why he went on that spree, on that spurt after he turned 38 years of age on December 30th at Atlanta with his mom and his wife in the front row. And he played some of the best basketball offensively of his career over that stretch. And because it meant so much to him to pass Kareem, he seemed to put all his eggs in, so to speak, that basket, along with a lot of basketballs in that basket. And he passed him, and then he was pretty well shot psychologically and emotionally and spent for the fourth quarter against Oklahoma City. And, of course, they lost that game at home. Took a little bit out of it, and Anthony Davis said, I had a hard time celebrating because I was pissed off we were losing to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And remember, Skip, in that game, he only played 34 minutes.
Okay, because he really didn't play much in the fourth quarter because he didn't start the fourth quarter.
He didn't start the fourth, and he left with like 2-3 minutes left in the fourth.
He did pull himself out. And I do believe, look, I've said this for 5 years, 7 years, whatever. Yeah, he manages his own minutes because he deserves to. Let's be honest about it. He has earned the right to take himself in and out of games because he's LeBron freaking James. He's the face of that franchise. He's the face of this league. and he is now the all-time greatest scorer. He knows his body way better than Darvin Ham does, or you or I or anybody else. He knows what's happening.
Right.
Is it to a fault that he's going to play himself because his primary goal this season was to pass Kareem? Yeah, I do believe that. I believe deep down his primary goal was not about winning basketball games, although that's certainly a goal, but the primary goal was to pass Kareem.
But Skip, he was going to pass Kareem if he had just done what he had done his entire career. He was going to pass Kareem. Now, would it have come this quickly?
No.
But we know he was going to pass Kareem, Skip, because we saw the way he had played. We saw no reason to believe that he wasn't going to pass Kareem, considering that he averaged 30 last year.
All right, I got it. But grand scheme of things, age 38, year 20, as Jen pointed out, he averages the 7th most minutes in the NBA. It's 36.4 to be exact.
Yes.
Although for him, 36.4 is not that many because of all of his 20 seasons, that now ranks 15th out of 20th in average minutes per game, 36.4. So you can't say you're out of control, LeBron.
Right.
No, you're actually down a little bit from what you were. Even last year, he was 37 a game. So he's down a touch from last year, okay? Just a tick. All right, so I look at who's ahead of him. Siakam, I wouldn't have guessed
Siakam
this.
played like 40 minutes.
He just does, but he's number one.
And but he's like 27, though.
Okay, no, okay. He's 28.
Okay.
But Jason Tatum is second on the list. He's 24.
Yeah.
And Kyrie is next. He's getting up there. That surprised me a little bit, but he's playing high minutes. Van Vliet, the Toronto starters just play the whole game. Okay, that's just what and they're not playing very well either. And then DeJounte Murray is up there. He's 26 years of age. Then sixth place is Luka in minutes played, 36.6, just a tick above LeBron. Well, Luka's 23 years of age.
Yes.
It feels like he's 33. He carries himself more like he's 33, because he's played a lot of pro basketball. But the point is, he's 23 and LeBron is 38, so he's 15 years younger, and he's in sixth place, and LeBron is in seventh place in minutes played. So you say, God, LeBron, it's pretty crazy what you're doing, but it's actually just who he is.
Right.
And I do believe he targeted Kareem, and he accomplished that goal, and it was a great goal. It's like the all-time greatest goal to become the greatest scorer. And now the problem is, can you finish off this season by doing what you keep saying they will do, by taking off?
Right.
Well, now it's time to heave a big sigh of relief, regroup, refocus, recalibrate, and now here we go. We got some new pieces to our puzzle here. They got, I think, 10% better at the trade deadline. And it's time for LeBron to start actually playing with his new toys because he's got to figure out how to play with the new toys.
Well, this is his last game before the break.
Okay.
If he misses tonight, Skip. But here's the thing.
And by the way, to that point, I will be surprised if he does play tonight, even though Darvin Ham indicated he would. Well, it's because if you miss one more, then you get a 16-day layoff.
He going to play in the late. He going to play in the All-Star game?
A bit. Yeah. I would think he would be a bit, but I would think he would save up to do that because as the face of the league and the new greatest scorer in the history of the league, you have to play a few minutes in the All-Star game.
And I think they might honor him at the All-Star game.
Okay, I'm sure they will. Okay, wouldn't you want to save up for that? I don't know. It just seemed like this is on a silver platter for him to say, okay,
what's on a silver platter is what they did to us last week. We're going to get payback.
Okay.
We're going to get retribution.
With the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, everybody's been doing it, too. You got a lot of retribution out there.
Okay, so, and so we're going to have to play 36, 37, 38 minutes, Skip, because we're behind. Skip, it's not like I can see if we were 10 games over 500, and we say, you know what, LeBron, hey, we're going to play you going into, for the next 10 games, we're going to play you no more than 33 minutes, no matter what. But so let me get this right, Skip. Let's just say, for the sake of the argument, tonight, Darvin Ham has told LeBron, we're only going to play you 34 minutes. 34 minutes no matter what. Okay, with 4 minutes left in the ball game, the game tied. LeBron, you met your minute quota, so you up out of there. You think that's going to happen? No.
I don't think
no.
I don't think Darvin Ham, as strong as he is, I don't think he controls LeBron's minutes. I think LeBron does.
Skip, he wants to win.
Okay, I got it. But for all the minutes that he has played, 36.4 per game, that has contributed to 26 and 32.
Right.
That is 6 games under 500. 26 and 32. They have led this league in underachieving this year.
I'm not gonna disagree with you. But let's just say we wipe 3 minutes off that total. What's their record?
I don't even know if it helps. It depends when he plays and how he plays and how he impacts the scoreboard.
Skip, look at his numbers. Look at what this plus minus is. Yep. Look at what they are when he's on the court, and look at when they're off the court.
All right, I got it. But I'm going to say it again. 9 times this team, and to your point, that every game is close. I've never seen anything like it before. It doesn't matter. Great team, bad team, it doesn't matter. It will be a close game.
Yeah.
They play up to the level or down to the level of the opponent, and it will come down to the wire.
Yes.
Watch tonight, it will go down to the wire.
That's the way they play.
That's the way they play. 9 times, I thought LeBron was in position to close games for them. And again, to your point, you can't close every one of them, but 9 he failed to close, or somebody failed to close, or whatever. As still the best passer in basketball, you just have to figure out how to maneuver it, get it in position, and Magic Johnson it. You just have to winning time it and figure out how to get it home.
But here's the thing with assists. You only get assists if the guy makes the basket.
They have to make the
basket. I can pick the prettiest pass in the world.
All right.
But if the guy blow the layup or blow the open shot, there ain't nothing I can do about that.
Okay, I got it. But you are mired in 13th place right now. You are 2 games back of the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Portland Trailblazers, who wiped you out one night, and then last night
blown out by the Wizards.
Home, by the Wizards. At home, they got blown out. Again, they were back-to-back, but they were at home.
Yeah.
And you can't do that.
Yeah.
That indicates you're really not that good.
They're not.
Because they made a flurry of threes.
Yeah, well, when you make 23 or 45 threes,
okay,
you're probably going to win the game, Skip.
All right, so again, you're not going to catch Denver at the top, and you're probably not going to catch the Grizzlies in the 2nd seed.
Yeah, don't look like we're going to catch Sacramento either.
Okay, but Sacramento lost last night, so they are the 3 seed, and they are only 6.5 games ahead of you. Well, again, is it pie in the sky to think you could catch them? Maybe not.
We zeroed in on the 6th seed.
Okay.
That's the bullseye we got.
But I've told you, this team has 4 seed written all over it because it's that good. It's LeBron James playing at the highest level we've ever seen a Year 20 player play at. It's Anthony Davis when he is engaged, and I don't mean off the court, I mean on the court.
Right.
Come on, he's a top 10 player on both ends of the floor, right?
Yeah, we good.
And all your new pieces, D'Angelo, right?
Malik Beasley. Just keep shooting like you shoot, Malik. Help is on the way.
He made 5 threes in the 4th quarter at Portland the other night.
And you know who leads the NBA in scoring in the 4th quarter?
Really? You know who leads the NBA in games blown in the last 5 minutes?
The Lakers.
LeBron
the Lakers. See what you do? You see what you do now? Now it's blown. It's LeBron. The Lakers.
26 and 32 is unfathomable to me. How can you, with that much firepower? Hachimura, he's been a nice pickup. I got to tell you, he's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's not to like?
But he's not, Skip, he's not life-saving. He's not game-altering.
Okay, but you got a little bit better. They went out, and I'm going to say it again, addition by subtraction. From this point forward, you don't have to worry about all of Russ's turnovers, and you don't have to worry about Pat Bev's antics. And by the way, on his podcast, I guess it was yesterday, he's saying, what was wrong with the Lakers? Well, it's not basketball, it's not basketball, it's not basketball. It's other SH. And I'm like, what other SH? Expand, please.
Exactly.
Expound.
Yeah, you can't open the door and not walk in. Let us in. What's going on?
Okay. Well, he knows what's going on because he is high basketball IQ. So help us out. What's going on? I'm afraid Pat just didn't want to burn whatever bridge he's got left to another team in this league. Right? Okay. So now I start looking at the schedule. So forget about tonight. Let's do the break into the All-Star break. Coming out of the break, here's what you got. You got Golden State at home, and I don't know when Steph is going to be back because they say he's got a lower leg injury, and I have no idea how bad it is. Some people think it's really bad. Some people think he might be back after the break. So we'll have to wait and see on that.
When?
Okay. At Dallas.
When?
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay, because you're you're way surer than I am about Luka plus Kyrie equals victory, right?
They're our 2 better than their 2.
Okay. At Memphis.
It's gonna be tough. They're gonna want to get. They're gonna want to get back.
Okay. At Oklahoma City, you would have laughed about this one, but I'm not laughing anymore.
Yeah.
They are going to be a tough out for you.
Well, we're gonna get them.
They love to play you.
We're gonna get them back just because Shea showed up with those red boots on last time he came to the crib. So he gonna get back for that.
All right. And then I could go down the rest of the schedule, but here's the good news. Right now, your closing schedule is ranked only 22nd toughest, or you could look at it as 9th easiest, however you want to look at it. But the point is, you still have 2 Dallas games, You got 2 Memphis games. You got 2 Phoenix, and KD is going to be ready to rock on those. Then you got 2 Oklahoma Cities. You got 2 Golden States, with or without Steph, not sure. You got 2 Minnesotas, and you got 1 more against that team in the basement at the Crypt that we're going to talk about in a few minutes. Clippers, Lakers, Lakers, Clippers. But you got to deal with them 1 more, and
they got to deal with us.
It's your 3rd to the last game. So you might be teetering on the brink at that point.
We ain't gonna be teetering nothing.
Okay.
We're gonna be smooth sailing.
All right. So coming out of the break, you will have 23 games left. 23 games left, and I'm going to give you, because there's some easy ones in here. There's a Toronto. There's an at Houston. There's Orlando. There's 2 Chicagos. There's another one against Houston. We're
gonna finish above 500.
2 Utahs.
I'm going right now. We're finishing above 500 to make the playoffs. We're gonna be at least the 6th seed.
Okay. So you've got to overcome a 6-game deficit from 500.
There's no problem. No problem whatsoever.
Okay, so with 23 left, could you win 15 and go 15?
Didn't I just tell you we're going 16-7?
16-7, says Shannon Sharpe. 16-7.
I'll put 2Ks of doing it right now.
You know what? I would like to bet you, but I've been telling you all year, you should go 16-7. I think there are no more excuses. You got rid of Rush. You got rid of Pat Bev. What more do you want? The decks are cleared.
I want you to put 2
this
Ks
is
of
it.
do on it. That's what I want.
Huh?
I want you to put 2 Ks of do on it.
Okay, well, I can't, because I don't want to bet against myself, because my instincts are that they're even better than you think they are. I think they should finish in the 4 seed. They should get on a roll.
I don't think you think that. I think you want to have some. I think you want to try to needle me and say, see, LeBron James, Michael Jordan would never. This guy would never.
Well, wait, did you just put Michael Jordan and LeBron James in the same sentence?
First of all, Michael Jordan was not playing in year 20. And he stopped at 15.
Well, but when he stopped.
We saw when he stopped in Washington. Yeah. We saw those 2 years. No, let's not pretend they didn't happen.
He stopped by making the game winning
shot.
No,
he didn't. He came back and played. He came back.
That's called ceremonial.
That is ceremonial, huh?
Yeah.
Well, he should have been the grand marshal of that parade.
Yeah. Okay, but he did that just on a lark, just because he likes the owner of the Wizards.
I don't know.
That's all he did.
I know Lark is a bird. I know she was an actress. Lark boy. You remember Lark? She was on one of them, Saved by the Bell, or one of those. Yeah. I think that's what she was on. I think her name was Lark something. But anyway, Skip Bayless.
Yep.
You try. Yeah, I know what you're trying to do. What you try to do, and you constantly do this. You constantly say, "Oh, they're better than what you think they are." What you're trying to do is try to set me up to get on. It's like LeBron James, the great LeBron James, couldn't get his team in the playoff for the 2nd consecutive year.
That's what you're facing.
Facing nothing.
Okay, that will tarnish your reputation and your image.
If those 2 seasons in Washington didn't tarnish Michael Jordan, missing the playoffs ain't gonna tarnish LeBron James.
He had taken 3 full years off out of principle because his coach got shoved out the door.
Skip.
He came back to be the GM, coach, and star player of the Wizards.
And he was bad at all of them.
And they went 37-45 2 straight years, and they did miss the playoffs 2 straight years. 37-45.
Okay. As the GM, was he good?
You realize 37-45, you're kind of on pace to be just about that kind of team right now. That's what you look like.
He came back as the coach. They won 37 games, so that wasn't good. As the GM, we know the picks that he selected and the trades that he made wasn't good.
Okay, he's proven to be the worst chooser of basketball players in the history of general managers. He is. He is that. I say it every time. I'm completely objective. He's also by far the greatest player who ever played this game.
He was.
And he
was
not
to
mind.
A kid who was born in Akron, Ohio on December 30th.
He was so sure of himself that he didn't mind going ceremonial when he was a little out of shape at the end. He was 39 and 40 years of age in those last 2 years.
Ain't no little. It's like being pregnant. Either you are, I'm a little pregnant. Okay. Either you are pregnant or you're not. So either you're in shape or you're out of shape. Ain't no little out of shape.
Is LeBron in the greatest shape of any 20-year player we've ever seen?
LeBron James might be in as good a shape as anybody that ever played the game. Forget what year.
All right, so you just closed the case.
He to go.
Boy, they should be the 4th seed when this is all said and done. You said 16-7. I'm going to go you one better. I think they should be 17-6 down the stretch. I'm predicting 17-6.
I'm not fooling with you, Skip.
LeBron freaking James.
Whatever.
Yeah, with Anthony Davis.
I'm not fooling with you, Skip.
You got it all. What more could you like?
Been at it.
In a Western Conference that is begging for somebody to take it over. You like Joker, and I'm like,
what we talking about?
Joker.
If everybody, hold on, why are they begging to take it over? You got the Clippers. The Clippers should take it over.
Hey, last night in the third quarter, the Clippers looked like the best team in basketball.
No, they didn't.
Not in the West, in basketball.
Did you see old Giannis and Holiday?
Yeah.
Did you see what they did?
Yeah, Giannis had a bad game last night. I was disappointed.
38 and 13 is bad. Woo! Yeah. I want to have one of those if I was an NBA player.
Missing 8 free throws is sort of LeBron-esque.
Whatever.
Right?
And then Middleton, they ain't even got Middleton back. At some point in time, Middleton's going to get healthy the next 2
he played.
I mean, he don't look like himself, though.
All right. Well, Drew Holiday is a superstar. A superstar on both ends.
I wouldn't go superstar, but I think
he is. He's an unsung superstar. That's what he is.
He's a star.
Yeah.
I love me some Drew Holiday. Guys, back to tonight's matchup. A lot of question marks. Not only LeBron, Mo Bamba, will he make his Lakers debut? And for the Pelicans, C.J. McCollum also battling an ankle injury. Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.